Hey guys, we need to talk about how we're going to format your expository research paper. So on this screen, I have copy and pasted a paper. It has really nothing to do with your NGO. There is an introduction and conclusion that you can look at for reference, but other than that, the content of this has nothing to do with your research paper. So I know it's not going to make sense. However, I want to talk about how we format our paper just as a refresher. The first thing we need to look at is that this document right here has absolutely no title. So what I want you to do is I want you to click on Untitled Document. I want you to type in your last name, comma, your first initial, and then your class period. So I'm going to say that I am first period. Okay, so Keen, comma, C, first period. So that's going to be the title of your paper. So once we have titled this, I want to go and make sure that my share settings are set to not only private. So as you can see, mine is set private to only me. I click on share. I enter in the people that I want to share it with. And the main person that I want to share it with is me, myself, your teacher, Mrs. Keen. So type in Cayman Keen. Now remember, it's not going to show up. So if you type in Cayman, it's important that you click on ckeen@g.coppellisd.com, just like we did with our Cornell notes. So click on that. I want to make sure that she can edit, and then I hit send, so it's shared. So we have our title, we have it shared. Now we need to look at how to format the paper. So let's say that you've already typed out your whole paper, it's ready to go. Some things to keep in mind. This paper right here is missing a title and it's missing a heading with our name on it. So how we do that is first we're going to start with our heading. Our heading is going to go on the right hand side and you click on Right Align at the very top. Click on that and it's going to go your first name, last name, hit enter. You are going to put your class period and then you are going to put the date on it. Okay, so here's my heading. That's good to go. So then I hit enter twice. Okay, and we need to put a title for our paper. Now the title does not need to be on the right hand side. So we need to go back up to the top to this toolbar and click center. Okay, and I am going to title it Child Labor, oops, we don't need that capitalized, around the world. So that's what the title of my paper is. You can title it whatever you think it needs to be. I'm going to pretend that child labor is my issue and that my NGO is obviously helping with that. So after you put the title in, go ahead and press enter so there is space between these two right here. Now the next thing I want us to look at is indenting. A lot of times we forget to indent our paragraphs. So how we indent our paragraph is we start at the beginning and we hit the tab key. Please do not do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever, however many numbers on the spaces, okay? I want you to do tab. So each paragraph is going to be perfectly aligned with each other, as you can see that these are right now, okay? So we have our heading, we have our title, we've left a space in between the heading and the title, and then the title, and then the paper, and then each are tabbed over. Something else that I want to make sure that you are doing with your paper is I want it to be a certain size font and a certain font, okay? So this is right now set at Calibri 18, and that's not what I want. Okay, to change the font, I highlight all of it, and then you have two options. You can do Times New Roman, or you can you can do Arial. Either one, I don't mind. So I'm going to pick Times New Roman. Again, this is 18. It needs to be 12. So you can see there's a major difference right there. Okay, so make sure that it's 12 times New Roman. And then the very last thing, I know it's a lot to think about, but the very last thing that I need you to do is I need you to double space it. So again, we highlight the entire thing, okay, because we don't need to double space the title or the heading. So you highlight the body of this. You go to this guy right here, which is called line spacing and has the arrow pointing up and down. You click on that, and then you hit double. This makes it much easier for the reader, which is me, to go through and read it, and it's easier when I'm reading 100 of these at a time to stay focused on your words. Okay? Once you have started your paper and that's been done, make sure that it is turned in. If you go to my daily slides, you can click on this tiny URL, and this is the link to turn in your paper. Remember, you just click on it, you go through and you type your last name. So I'm going to say Keen, came in, I'm in Miss Keen's class, I'm in first period, and then I go back to my paper. Okay, I click here, this highlights it. I hit Command C if I'm on a MacBook. I go back and I hit Command V, which pastes it in here, and then I hit Submit. And that's how you submit your paper. And that's going to send it to a big spreadsheet. Okay, so make sure that you're always checking your spelling, grammar, punctuation, capitalization, and so forth, because remember, this is a computer, this is not a person, so it's going to try to fix as much as it can. So before you turn it in, make sure that you do that. Remember that on a Google Doc, it will continuously save it and change it, so you don't have to do that yourself. If you have any questions, then come see me. Thanks.